In this problem, we're asked to sketch the magnitude characteristic of the Bode plot, labeling all critical slopes and points for the function. And this function is essentially in standard form. We could take this term here and really rewrite it so it looks more like it's in standard form. So that would become 100 times 1 plus j omega over 50 over j omega squared. So if we look, we have a constant, we have a simple 0, omega equal 50, and then we have a double pole at the origin. So let's go through and look at each of these characteristics separately, and then we'll add them up to get the magnitude characteristic for this function. So first, let's look at the constant. Okay, there's the constant. Our constant is 100, so we take 20 log base 10 of 100 is 40 dB. So the characteristic for that constant is it's the same value for all frequencies. Now the simple 0. Okay, the simple 0, the plot looks like this. Has a gain of 0 dB until we get to omega equal 50, and then the plot breaks up at 20 dB per decade. Now the double pole at the origin, the magnitude characteristic looks like this. We have two poles at the origin. So basically what's going to happen is it's going to have a slope of minus 40 dB per decade. Okay, so it has a slope of minus 40 dB per decade. Now let's sketch the characteristic for the composite function. Okay, so if we look at this, notice that omega equal 1, this thing has a gain of 0. The constant at omega equal 1 has a gain of 40. Okay. So if we look at our function, okay, so at omega equal 1, we have a value of 40. Okay. Now our function is falling off at 40 dB per decade. So by the time we get out a decade here to 10, okay, if this is 0, then our function has headed down like this. So this slope is minus 40 dB per decade. And we continue to head down until we get to omega equal 50, and that's when our simple 0 turns on. So once we get out here to 50, our slope heads on down, and then at 50 our slope changes such that now the slope is at minus 20 dB per decade, because we have a double pole at the origin that gives us minus 40 dB per decade. When the 0 turns on, that's a positive 20, so we're left with a minus 20 dB per decade.